Get this show started. All right. Okay. All right, Nick, you're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome everybody. This is the second week of Fit Friday. This is your host, Nick Cowton, aka Sick Nick, aka Coach Nick, if you want to call me that, which I particularly don't like. Anyway, I'm joined by my co-host here, Air Clyde, aka Aristotle, aka the True Ace, host of Off Tangent, and Phil Sniffen, aka Uncle Phil, aka Epic Phil.
Okay.
Host of what's the title of your podcast again?
It's the Panoramic Podcast on
Panoramic Podcast
on Monday nights.
on Monday nights. So let's get to the first question. Okay, the first one is actually pretty simple. You are what you eat. What do you eat every day? How much do you eat? And do you keep track of your macros? Macros.
Oh, we have a cameo.
Quick cameo.
We have a quick cameo.
Oh,
No, she's just saying hi.
so
Anyway, sorry. Eat till you strain.
So you are what you eat.
yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Prior to quarantine, I was actually alternate day intermittent fasting. So
Okay.
on the days when I was fasting, I'd eat no breakfast, no lunch, and then until dinner came, so right around 7 o'clock. So sounds typical. I would just eat.
That's actually kind of hardcore if you ask me. Sorry.
Yeah, no. So so I would honestly eat anything, whatever. Anything, whatever my parents cook, or if I'm gonna be very general and say fast food, and if I'm gonna be very particular with fast food, good old fashioned Dave's doubled. End of story.
Well, considering you skip breakfast and lunch, I don't think that's a bad idea, at least in theory. So, I can't judge you for that.
Right. So, well, there you go. So, yes. So, but now, fast forward. Still in quarantine, still in lockdown. I think we are in lockdown again. I don't know.
There hasn't been any official announcement as of yet, as far as I know.
I don't know.
I could be wrong though.
I'll talk about that. We'll talk more about that backwards decision on Monday. But anyway, okay. So right now, as of late, I just been eating a lot of junk food lately. So I haven't stuck a landing with diets, or I just kind of ate what I felt like. So for example, earlier, I bought the family Popeye's chicken. So
Wait, you don't do intermittent fasting anymore?
you know what? Honestly, I stopped as soon as the quarantine hit. As soon as there weren't any more jiu-jitsu classes. I kind of so. Long story short, yeah, I fell off the track. So I lost that momentum. So I guess that's the another thing that I need to kind of start fixing back on. However, I do manage to go get through almost 80 ounces of water every day. So that's a new plus.
80 what?
80 ounces. So like like my regular Yeti 40 ounce.
Damn, two of those.
So I get through 80 ounces of water every day. So that's a good start.
At least you're hydrating.
Yeah, I mean hydration is pretty damn important if you ask me.
So that's a good start. It's just a matter of kind of deciding what I'm gonna eat now. But anyways, I'm not gonna take too much of your show because this is the fit fries with sick dicks. So, Nick, I answered your question there.
Okay. I can see some clarity in your answer. I mean, I don't blame. I mean, normally, like, if you eat junk food all the time, I'd be like, are you sure that's the best way? But considering you clearly stated that you skip breakfast and lunch, I wouldn't completely, poke you on that. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Well, keep in mind, that was before quarantine happened. The second quarantine,
right.
The second quarantine basically kicked in. Yeah, I not to sound like a broken record here, but yeah, I fell off the track. So yeah,
okay.
So I'm back to eating junks per usual.
Okay.
Well, I guess you can consider fried chicken junk, but anyway, but
I exactly agree with that. You are what you eat, because if you eat shit, then you're probably gonna feel like shit, and
you're gonna be
shit. Yeah, and dieting is overlooked a lot, but it's probably the most important thing in keeping health and fitness, really.
Mm-hmm.
Even if like the more workouts you do, like you can work out the best to your ability, but if you're not eating right, you're not gonna feel good.
Yeah, that's why they say you can't out-train a bad diet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So especially breakfast too. I mean, I guess there's a big quote on the breakfast, because breakfast means the first source of food after your break.
Mm-hmm.
So you can eat anytime. Breakfast can be 5 p.m. for some people. Or 4 p.m.
Okay.
It says typically breakfast is the first meal you eat a day, so it doesn't have to be in the morning, right?
right.
Because if you're doing intermittent fasting, you can time whenever you want. You can pace yourself.
Yeah, I can see that. So, how would you answer this segment right here for yourself?
It's kind of tough right now because I'm actually going through a transition of trying to eat healthier.
Okay.
And eating, I guess, kind of prepping what I'm putting in my body,
Okay.
Because until today, really, I just be eating like shit. Really, it's because quarantine, right? You get kind of lazy. You don't feel like going out and buying stuff.
Amen.
You just kind of order food, or just like, hey, whatever's in the fridge, I'll eat that.
Yeah.
Whatever the stuff, whatever get me full. But I'm gonna try to be more disciplined in my meal prepping.
I mean, in your case, I don't think I would blame you because you are, an ectomorph, if you ask me, with some, definition in your body and stuff. So
it's a blessing first.
Yeah, I think you could eat just a little bit more to get that leaner or buffer, I guess, if you want to get that kind of shape.
That's true.
But yeah.
Well, in terms of building mass, so I guess what would you guys recommend for a skinny guy like me?
Well,
just eat a daily triple.
First of all,
and don't just say stuff your face, because I want to eat healthy too.
No,
okay.
no, that's not what I would say. In terms of training, I would definitely train. I would definitely train within the hypertrophy repetition range, which we will get into on the third segment. I'll explain more on that later. But as far as I guess maybe it's my turn to answer this question for the audience. If you've already answered.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As far as what I eat, I try to keep it as white meat as possible. And by that, I mean like I eat eggs, I eat chicken, and I eat fish on a general day-to-day basis. Sometimes I eat bigger portions, sometimes I eat lesser portions, depending on the days that I train. But in general, that's what I eat. As far as how much I eat, it also depends on the time of day. For breakfast, I eat big, like like a giant bowl of eggs and maybe like a small scoop of rice. And for lunch, it's about half the size, which consists of chicken and maybe half that earlier mentioned scoop of rice. And then for dinner, which is actually pretty small, I don't eat rice at all. In fact, the kind of fish that I eat is breaded, so rice is not required whatsoever. Sometimes I do eat a snack if I feel like it. I don't eat snacks in general, but whenever I do, it's really really small. In fact, my general rule of thumb when it comes to healthy eating, honestly I really don't like saying dieting because dieting to me is a really ugly word. I prefer the term healthy eating, and
Right.
this is my rule of thumb when it comes to eating healthy: the inverted pyramid. Big
Ah.
breakfast, yeah, big breakfast, medium lunch, small dinner, and if you want a snack, keep it extra small.
Well, what if you get hungry like around the twilight hours of the day?
Or get
Well,
or get hungry in the midnight hours.
Again,
Yeah.
that completely depends. In general, or nowadays, from what I've observed, that's very few and far between moments for me these days, which I think is a good thing. At the same time, if I do happen to get hungry for whatever reason, again, I do have a tiny as hell snack while also, chugging on water like I'm drinking that big ass glass of beer. If you guys remember that time we went to Kama's house and there was this, big graduated cylinder, and
But
then
that's
those
just
guys
a
would
boot.
like
That
chug on beer.
so equivalently, because that boot was about almost, I'd say about almost 80 to 100
You're
ounces.
you're you're
Yeah,
cracking
keep
there.
garbling up your mic.
Hello, is my mic on?
Yes, it's on, but it's like
There's still a
louder.
little bit
Like
of
louder.
yeah. I don't know why it does that, honestly.
It doesn't sound like
It's
Alvin,
kinda-
but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to like jab on you for this, but that's actually kind of annoying. I don't even I don't know what's
it's not
causing
his fault,
that.
though. It's the internet.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's kind of annoying that that's happening, but
Or
I'm
I don't
not
know what's
trying
going
to put the blame on him.
Try
Really.
try test mic test, Phil.
Mic test. This is my
Okay.
actual
Cool.
voice.
That's clean.
Had to play around with the wheel. Anyway, so yeah, if I remember correctly, that boot that you're talking about, um, it's not immortalized in a Panoramic TV vlog, which you guys could actually find. Anyways, that glass was equivalent to almost 80 ounces. So that's basically the same. So basically, Nick, what you're trying to say, you basically chug about 80 ounces of water every day, if not
Well,
if not less.
I don't measure how much water I drink, but to me, if I'm trying to keep a fasted state for 12 to 16 hours, I chug on water like crazy. Maybe get a snack if I absolutely need it, but usually I don't.
Right. Fair enough.
So you don't have to fight your hunger then.
I try. Well, I actually try my damnedest to, fight my hunger. Like it's kind of like exercising, pretty much. Except it's more of a mental exercise rather than a physical exercise. The more you fight back your hunger consistently, in my opinion, the more easier it gets to keeping it at bay. So as far as like fighting hunger goes, to kind of like curb it just a little bit, I will get a really small snack, but that's really it. And
do you guys look at calories at all?
I do.
that part,
I actually
that
do.
part, I haven't quite kept track. My macros, most especially, I know I should, but for some reason I don't.
So you
So
just
as
focus on the portion
yes,
more than the actual calories.
generally speaking, yes,
Okay.
and the
Because some
serving
people do the
size.
opposite. Yeah. Because I don't know how calories, fit into getting you hungry. Honestly, I don't know how they would. The
Well,
more calories it is, does it make you more full or
not.
Uh, Not
not necessarily?
necessarily. From
Yeah.
what I've seen, I actually looked this up on the internet. 3,500 calories makes up 1 pound, and that's pretty much like maintenance level weight, generally speaking. Like if you eat up to 3,500 pounds, you're basically maintaining your weight. Whereas if you eat more than that, you're gaining weight. But if you eat below that, then you're actually cutting weight. So yeah,
But exercising the calories off also pertains to this. Is also
yeah,
a factor.
yeah, definitely. In fact, you're basically um, keeping the calorie count low, as if you're working out.
Okay.
But that doesn't warrant you to stuff the crap out of your
Oh yeah, yeah,
face just because you're working out hard 6 times a week.
yeah. So Phil, how do you to keep track of your calorie intakes
Um,
or lack thereof?
what you call? Can so I do take advantage of technology just a bit. So
Sure.
before I used to have the My Fitness app that was made by Under Armour, and basically long story short, I was able to like input whatever I ate today, and then it would calculate. It would actually like it would immediately like calculate how much calories did I intake. Like, oh, okay, so okay, for example, right? For example, I had an egg salad sandwich for lunch. Okay,
Right.
and you and this is the shop at kind of like a 7-Eleven-esque kind of sandwich,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. I always look at the label, right, and and the egg salad sandwich itself was 500 calories. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I take a look. So I input it on the app, and I put
Right.
egg salad sandwich, and then
That's
put it.
one meal.
Yeah. So I put that in, and then it would just calculate,
Check.
and it would just I would literally like discipline myself to like, oh, make sure I log this in. I log things in. That way,
Mhm.
I keep myself on track where I'm going.
Okay. Do you
I know,
keep
and-
track of the calories that you lose?
Unfortunately, no. So, yeah,
But you just try to maintain that maintenance level, like as Nick pointed out earlier.
yeah, yeah. That was
Does that cater to different weights of the person, or
I don't want to say it does, but it was just something. It was just something like, I tried for a little bit. I tried it out.
yeah?
I gave it about at most 90-day period of trying,
Right.
and then
But I guess for you guys, since you guys are sitting around the 200 range, would you guys need more calories than I do? Because I'm skinnier.
in your case, yes.
Yeah.
Well, probably. I mean, from what I'm looking at right now, the safest way to actually lose weight is we have to eat between 500 to 1,000 calories each day. But that way, we would actually lose 1 to 2 pounds every week. And from what I've seen, I know I should, but I kind of don't. But from what I've seen, I do notice myself seeing like getting just a centimeter, you know, just a centimeter thinner, just like every single week. And to me, I think the whole, inverted pyramid scheme of eating, I think it works for me. But at the same time, I'm not saying you guys should do it. Find what works only for you and stick to it as much as you can.
For sure.
For sure.
What do you guys think of protein shakes or shakes in general? For
Like-
alternative to foods.
Like meal replacements and like
Yeah.
I guess in that realm, it's I'd say it's like 50-50 for a lot of people, like because
In terms of health wise.
well, in terms of health wise, in terms of people who would actually commit to doing it, actually no, what I mean by 50-50 is like there are those who are gonna like full on commit to do it, and you're gonna have the other half. Nah, I'm gonna go a different route instead of going with protein shakes. So
Yeah, I identify as the latter, by the way. I'm not saying protein shakes are bad. If it works for you, great. But personally, I see no use for it for myself.
Okay. So really, whatever works for you. Because
Yeah,
everyone
that-
has different bodies.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's really all I'm trying to say when it comes to both training and nutrition. Like whatever you're eating that works for you, it probably might not work for me. And honestly, that's the way it should be, if you ask me.
Oh yeah. All right.
there you go.
Good
Okay,
point.
all good points.
Okay. On to the second one. Train till you stain. And no, I don't mean, train until you shit your pants. That's not what I'm trying to say.
I almost did once.
basically if you're like, if you're hurting, I wouldn't not like sharp pain, but if you feel like your arms and chest are exploding and your legs too, and if you're sweating like you just came right out of a swimming pool, how often do you train? How often do you rest? What type of training do you do depending on the day of the week? I'm actually curious about this one from you guys.
Okay. I think Phil has more intake on this because he actually used to train a lot more than we used to, back in the gym days.
Which was not that long ago.
Yep.
Okay, so okay. So I don't know. What should I start? Should I start before quarantine or I guess
Whenever
Doesn't
you were more
matter.
active, I guess.
post?
Yeah.
Because okay, here's the thing, right? So, and I can't believe this, but it's been almost like a year since I actually committed to going into jiu-jitsu. It's been almost a year because November of this year would have made the 1 year that I really like. Actually, not November. Excuse me. October would have been the actual like full year. Would have made the full circle round year of me getting into jiu-jitsu, and because jiu-jitsu for me was pretty much like literally Monday to Saturday for me. And this is all before quarantine, and this is when I still to this day want to compete at I still want to compete at Naga in October, which apparently is still happening October 24th at Radford High School on Saturday. But meaning for that, when you think about anything I did in jiu-jitsu, from rolling to doing the drills, the conditioning, nine pretty much 90, actually no, full 100%. It was just all cardio. Like whether it be running, whether it be doing the different types of drills, from front row, back row, forward shrimp, back shrimp, all that stuff was all that for me was pretty much cardio at that point. And it was just one of those things that felt even crazier. And when I was rolling with like different people, and I kind of understood, and I was just learning the technique, trying to read their moves, or trying to see, oh, you're gonna try to go for Americana. Okay, I'm gonna try try to get out of it and see if I can get you in a rear naked choke. So, but sorry, I'm getting too lost ahead here. But mainly, like 6 days a week was the were the days were days that it was just jujitsu over life, and I want to like excel more. So, and now looking at things, like honestly, to me, like it's harder for me to train at home than it is at the gym.
Well, there's more distractions at home,
so
you tend to slack off and procrastinate.
So that's why when you're
at the gym, you see other like fit people.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
mind them.
Well,
I just once I'm like in the gym, like not only do my distractions go away, not only do my distractions go away, I just kind of just like let loose, just go for it. Keep trying, try to like bring back that passion, that fire that I had, before quarantine. So, but yeah, but now I don't know. I guess since we're still in the pandemic, apparently, it's been becoming more of like a, at minimum 3 to 2 days a week of training currently.
Okay. I mean, as long as like they're split days, like one day you train, the other day you rest. One day you train, the other day you rest. I honestly don't think training 2 to 3 days is a bad thing. As long as you put in some time to rest, then I think you're doing a good thing for yourself.
So,
And again, everyone's body is different, so
Yeah,
don't stress your body out too much.
yeah, that's the whole point.
Work to your fullest that you can without injuring.
Yeah, pretty much. Any person that I would say, and this is not just coming from my experience of training right now, but also my experience of training in combat sports when I was a teenager. What you call? My advice is this for anyone that is beginning to train. Make it feel like you're working, but don't kill yourself as you do it.
that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Right. Although they say you gotta kill yourself to start a new self. As they
I
say.
suppose if you're
Meaning
talking
reaching your
about,
limit.
if you're talking about on a mental level, then I could agree with that. But physically speaking, don't kill yourself during your training. That's not the point of getting gains at all.
Okay, what do you guys think of reaching the limit to get to the next level? Do you guys train to that, extreme to reach the next level, or you take it easy?
Yes and no. I don't believe I train easy, but at the same time, I don't train to death level hard. Also, like like as far as I know, the way I train is very balanced. Like I do feel like I'm working. My muscles are tight, and my clothes are like super soaked from all that sweat. But at the same time, I'll still finish through my entire workout no matter what.
Right.
Yeah,
You will reach your goal.
yeah.
All right. Just making sure.
But yeah, I guess. Well, actually, since Phil kind of already answered, you know, go for it.
I really don't train as much as you guys do because honestly, it's hard to build mass, without gym equipment. Because I only have like calisthenics and cardio at home, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, I have some weights, but it's not like to the point of them, giving more mass. It's like flyweights, really. It's
yeah,
nothing big. So I really have to go to the gym to even try to get mass.
yeah. I think so.
So that's why I'm focusing on my diet more than the training for now.
And here,
Yeah,
here, I'm still trying to
100
find the
push-ups.
balance.
100 push-ups a week, I guess,
Okay.
or a little more than that. So just to keep me in shape.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, as for me, my training is very simple, but also quite effective, especially if you're between if you're like an intermediate level trainee. I honestly don't think my training is for beginners since it'll be kind of hard on them. But at the same time, I don't think it's meant for advanced trainees either, since they'll probably think, "Oh, dude, this is easy. 10 by 10 push-ups, 10 by 10 body rows, 10 by 10 squats. Really?" But yeah, for me, it feels challenging, but I can still finish it through. And to me, I firmly believe in balanced levels of training. Like, you know, yes, it should feel like work, but you also have to be able to finish it through no matter what. So my training on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are 100 push-ups, 100 body rows, Australian pull-ups, horizontal pull-ups, whatever, 100 squats, and 10-minute sprinting intervals, which you could say that's a form of hit. But the way I divide my repetitions, I don't actually do hundreds of each exercise in one go. Hell no. To me, that's just dumb. I don't think anyone, unless you're like a super advanced athlete, can do 100 push-ups right off the bat. So what I do is I apply German volume training, which is 10 reps, 10 sets equals 100, which works beautifully for One Punch Man training, which is what my main training is inspired from, just with some practical modifications. For Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are my active recovery days. I just do 30 minutes of jogging. I mean, I will like walk at some point, but to me, this is a time to recover. It's not meant to, tax my body like I normally do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's supposed to help me, like, recover my, muscle damage. I'm using that in a loose, way. That way, I'm fully recuperated for the next training day. Which, by the way, my main training sessions, it takes me a full hour to complete, which is why my jogging sessions take only half the time. And for Saturdays, well, this is purely for fun. Sledgehammer and tire training. Especially when I'm stressed out, I absolutely love beating the shit out of tires with a sledgehammer. Yeah. And for Sundays, chill. Like, seriously, we all need to chill. At least one day of the week. There's a reason why God rested on the seventh day. and that's what I firmly practice.
Okay, question.
So-
Sorry, my bad.
Right.
Whatchamacall? Okay, so to put your training into much more understandable, dumbed down terms. Basically, you go hard Monday, Tuesday go a little lighter, Wednesday go hard, Thursday go light, Friday go hard, and then Saturday go hard but have fun.
You could say that, yes. Although I wouldn't necessarily say that Saturday is a hard day. Although it can feel like that sometimes. For me personally, although I do get a good workout from doing sledgehammer and tire, I don't think it's as hard as doing my main training sessions. As I've said before, Saturdays are fun days for me because again, there's something special about beating the crap out of tires with a sledgehammer. But yes, I do make it feel like I'm working. But at the same time, in terms of intensity, I don't think it's on the same level as my Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions. If anything, Saturday is a supplementary day, which I try my best to uphold as much as my Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions and active recovery days on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Understood. Not too shabby at all. Okay.
Okay, third one. This is actually something that might be a bit more applicable to Aristotle here, revving on the rep range. How many reps do you do? And keep in mind, this is in each and every set. What's your goal? Do you train for pure strength, which is 1 to 5 reps? Do you train for muscle hypertrophy, 6 to 14 reps? Or do you train for strength endurance, which is basically 15 and beyond repetitions per set, by the way? And keep in mind, these numbers are not totally fixed. This is just the general outline of
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, these reps don't pertain to me because, well, I'm a lot lighter than you guys, so I can easily do more reps.
Yeah,
So I would say 15 is like at least the minimum for me. For push-ups and sit-ups, crunches.
Yeah.
I pretty much just train for strength and just keeping me in shape, and just having a good sweat.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit, sorry to cut you off.
No good.
Okay, I will admit that I do commend people doing strength endurance, because strength endurance by itself is actually pretty hard to do for most people, even for me, I must admit. But at the same time, it's not my goal. But for those who can do strength endurance, great job. What I will say about that as a downside, though, is it's not the best way to build mass if that's your goal. I mean, it can to an extent, but not as much as if you would do, say, 8 to 12 reps, as an example.
Right, and that's where the heaviness comes in too. Because when you're doing many reps, you're not really carrying a lot of weight there.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's very
After a while,
lightweight.
after a while, it gets lighter as you
It does
go.
get heavy. Oh yeah. But I'm saying, like, for shorter reps, you would need heavier weights to get that mass. To achieve mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm at a loss, because I need to buy more heavy weights at home. Because obviously gyms are closed now. Again.
No, they are not. They are not. They're
I
actually
thought they're closing this weekend.
no.
I haven't heard of that happening so far.
Just to confirm, gyms are still open, but the classes that are held within gyms are canceled until September 5th.
I see.
So the gym is still open. It's just that the group classes are actually canceled. So,
But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, but yeah, that's
No,
just to confirm the information.
I was just finishing up, really. Yeah, I mean, I guess strength training and or strength endurance. I guess what is the ultimate goal for that? In your eyes, like for your
Um,
body, what does it do to your body?
well, the I would say half the name kind of says it all for endurance. Like, you know, think of I guess running as an example. Like first you do say 10 minutes of running at the beginning, and as you advance onward, your minutes increase, and running is pretty much like a breath of fresh air for you, so to speak. Strength endurance kind of works the same way, but at the same time, like I said, not many people can do that. And as great as strength endurance is in terms of like knocking as many reps as you can, it's not exactly the best way to attain muscle growth, at least as far as I
Mm.
researched. But it will
Yeah,
help
I think you're right.
in muscle growth, just not as effective as if you do a fixed amount of reps that will potentially cause muscle growth.
So for muscle mass, you would say quality over quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys know where to buy those vests with those weights with the weights in there?
To be
Weight
honest,
vest.
no. Unless you look on Amazon. But what I would probably suggest as an alternative and a cheaper one too, I would probably find an old backpack you have and just put whatever in there for some weight. If anything, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good alternative.
You're
Or
trying to
maybe
check.
put on the in your front, not the back.
You're trying to
Um,
check.
if you're trying to,
That way
Dude,
it
you're
doesn't strain your back as much.
dude. You're
I
you're
guess for your front, it kind of depends on the exercise you perform.
dude. You're
Well,
you're you're
push-ups.
you're Rex is in the military. Can't you like borrow like one of his like his heavy ass gear and shit?
Oh, the rucksacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could, because
Yeah.
the armies they actually do use that, for strength endurance when
Yeah.
they do their runs. Yeah, I could
Well,
ask my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I guess
I would've just told you go
since
Target,
Air,
but-
answered his question for this one. I guess this is your turn to answer this segment / question.
Sure. Okay. So I tried almost every workout, whether I'm so for example Mondays, right? I'll be doing chest and back, and 100% of the time my reps would be 8 to 10 reps. And um and couple things. One, I do not go like super heavy on the barbell, like because right now right now when it comes to like barbell dumbbell, I'm just only doing 25 pounds. I I should, I mean, I don't go any higher higher than that unless I feel confident and I'm ready to challenge myself and push myself to the next limit. Then I'll go heavier. But until then, for my sake of trying to like lose the weight, just go later. So I've been doing about go later, but go later on the weight, but maybe 8 to 10 reps, which is pretty much, to me. I think anyone else who's done this could agree. Yeah, 8 to 10 is your basic standard.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say basic, but in terms of hypertrophy sake, I think that's a pretty good range to implement. Which for myself, I do regularly train in the muscle hypertrophy range. I don't really go for strength endurance, mainly because that's not really my goal. I do want to pack on some muscle, but at the same time, with the heavy and light cardio, I alternate between, along with shorter times, depending on the intensity. Um, you know, I do almost always train within the muscle hypertrophy range. However, as much as I love to do push-ups, body rows, and squats, as far as calisthenics is concerned, I do want to be later.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Stick it in there, Nick.
anyway,
Give the money shot.
what was I gonna say? Uh, oh yeah. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, um, as much as I love to do 100 10 by 10 push-ups, 10 by 10 body rows, and 10 by 10 squats, I do want to implement dips and pull-ups within a short-term timetable, basically at least before the year ends. That way, I have a little bit more variety into my workout arsenal. However, because dips and pull-ups are basically a bit more difficult to perform compared to push-ups and body rows, I do want to keep the range within either at least somewhere in between pure strength and hypertrophy. That way I can build up the muscles that both exercise are purposed for. At the same time, I do not want to abandon push-ups and body rows and squats just because pull-ups and dips are harder and arguably better. I mean, I don't really believe that pull-ups and body rows. I don't believe that pull-ups is better than body rows just because it's harder. I just view it as pull-ups just have a slightly different purpose compared to body rows, which I will, I encourage every one of you to, research on what I mean by that. Point being is, don't ever abandon a type of workout just because you've moved on to a harder one. Seriously, don't. Don't ever forget your basics.
Fair enough. It's interesting. It's interesting that you mentioned, because what I mentioned to you, the lifting weight parts, that's just the reps I do. Because going back onto reps and stuff, or sets in that general, I guess in that general sense too. Even when it comes to the body weight calisthenics or plyometrics. Type of exercising. At most, depending on the exercise, or depending on the exercise. For example, box jumps, plyometric.
Oh boy, that's another one I want to do. I'm not gonna lie.
Box jumps. I could easily accomplish about 20 reps in about 2 sets. So,
damn.
And you really do you really do kind of just feel that burn, feel that burn every time you're just you kind of just you just lift off your feet and you're on the box. And I actually do the box jumps that I do are the because I guess the I know there's a small one, but there's a I actually do it on the much more larger box, the one that's kind of up literally right above my belly button. That's how big this box is.
By that you mean 2 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough, because any higher, in my opinion, unless you actually trained to jump really high, I don't think anywhere higher than 2 feet is safe. Like,
Yeah.
yes, you should be able to jump a reasonable height, but it should never, exceed to what you can actually do.
Mm.
Wait,
Yeah.
you said belly button?
Like the box would be like up to like right at like the bottom of my belly.
That's like half your height then. That's at least 2.5 feet,
About
or a little more than that.
Yeah.
about two. I'd say about about
Damn.
2.5.
That's pretty high.
I mean, if
So-
you can
You
do
get 20
that,
of those?
great. But I'm just saying, like, don't do more than you can. Be safe about your workouts.
Oh yeah. So. But yeah, so and then to kind of get down to your guys' level when it comes to like push-ups and stuff. I wish I could accomplish like 100 push-ups in a day. Sadly, that will never happen.
I mean, like I said before, you don't have to do it all in one go. Just split everything up.
So, at most, if I were at most, I'm only able to do the bare minimum of 20.
I mean, at least that's 1/5 of the way there.
It's bare minimum. To me, I guess in my eyes, that's like bare minimum, right? So, there you go. And then, of course, we'll I don't know, when it comes to like the more not compact. Why am I thinking compact? Like compound exercises.
Mm-hmm.
It would range between like 10 or 20 reps depending on what I do. So, there you go. If I want to break down like some of the, I guess if we're talking like reps wise, then yeah, there you go. All right, so
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. Don't let the title fool you all that much if at first you don't succeed. This is pretty much just one question. When you don't feel like training for whatever reason, what do you do to resolve that? I have an answer, but I'd like to hear your answers first.
Okay.
Honestly, I watch other workout videos. I used to watch a lot of, not a lot, but I used to watch this documentary on Netflix, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger's last Mr. Olympia run. And it just showed how hard he's working, even at his, he's a lot older than the other contestants, right? But just the evidence of him working just as hard, if not harder, than the younger guys, kind of, puts some motivation in me. Like, oh shit, I should be working pretty hard too, and he reaped what he sowed. He won the competition, even though he was older. So I kind of just use that, or
Okay.
videos in general, workout videos.
So pretty much you mentally psych yourself to working out whenever you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually a pretty good way to do it, if you ask me. Okay, what about you, Philly Bob?
Okay. When I don't feel like training. Man, that's a good one. I don't. I tell you, I do the same thing as Eric. Go watch videos and stuff. But for me, it's a mental game to kind of just like tell myself, get up, you son of a bitch. Let's go. So, it's just a matter of convincing my mental self and my physical self to shut up and just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
It just doesn't, you know. I guess I don't have that proper motivation or that passion.
Just watch the Shia LaBeouf video. Phil,
You think, right?
yesterday you said tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. I guess the way I'll answer this is, believe it or not, I actually put this question up just today because of what I felt right, hours before I had to get to work. Because I have a stupid sleeping schedule where like I go to sleep early-ish and wake up like 3 or 4 hours later for reasons I cannot explain. Um, and then I stay awake until I feel like, hitting the sack after a set amount of time. And I guess when I woke up from that brief nap, for whatever reason,
Hey, oh, I'm so sorry. You're doing a podcast.
yes.
You're
Anyway,
just try locking the door.
Wait, real quick. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Do you remember old Steam account for Nuxa? Do you remember that one? The login? There's like 50 games on it. You don't remember the login? Alright, sorry.
anyway, sorry, I locked it now. Anyway, just today, for whatever reason, I didn't feel like training around 11 to 12 o'clock. I don't know why.
Which is your
Although
usual training time?
that's usually my training time.
Okay.
At the same time, I don't necessarily adhere to that training time, but it is my general time to train throughout the week,
Okay.
unless it's a Saturday. Anyway, for whatever reason, I didn't feel like training on that day. However, I did feel like just a little bit of soreness, probably from 2 days ago, or I guess on Wednesday, even though I should have recovered already. And I did do jogging on the previous day. So whatever that soreness was, I decided, I'll just rest it out, go to work, and then I believe I'll feel hyped enough to train, which I did. After I got back home, I rested my eyes for a little bit. I wouldn't say sleep; it's more like resting my eyes. And then when I got up, about maybe say 7:30, that's when I went to my garage and start pumping my body weight full of glycogen, and then finish off with sprinting intervals for 10 minutes. So yeah, for me, whenever I don't feel like training on my general time, I just wait a few hours later until I feel a bit more mentally refreshed to do it. Because if there's one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to mentally force myself to do something I don't want to do. I want to be sure that both my mind, heart, and body are all in agreement to do what I gotta do. And that's why I sometimes wait for a few hours later in the day to train.
Even if it means messing up your schedule.
Well, again, I don't religiously adhere to a certain schedule of training. Not like my eating schedule. My eating schedule, I adhere to that to the best of my ability. But for training, not so much. At the same time, I'm not the kind of guy that would train at midnight. Absolutely no. To me, that's like, fuck that.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, as long as I get my training in, as long as I train on this particular date, no matter what time, I have to do it, I will do it.
Okay. Honestly, I thought a motivation for you guys would be just going on the weight scale.
Nah,
No.
Actually,
That doesn't,
actually,
hype you up.
actually,
not
does.
necessarily. Although at the same time, I should probably check what my current weight is because I honestly don't know what it is up until now. I mean, I know I've been
Was that
shedding
so?
off pounds, but you know, I gotta check.
actually go on a scale pretty consistently. Like I'd say almost every day.
It's good, yeah. Because you've been tracking it ever since the 205, right?
Yeah, and
Your goal.
well, 205 kind of
Fluctuating.
took a huge detour. Well, it's actually still on a detour, so it's it's just a
But
matter.
that does motivate you though, seeing your weight.
Yeah,
Okay. It's a self-image kind of thing. Just like looking in the mirror too, you know. That helps me. I just like take off my shirt, look in the mirror, like, man, I need to work on some stuff here and here, you know, so forth.
you know what? I'll pose a challenge here, exclusively only here on this podcast. I bet
All right.
all three of us, if we're to take one before photo now, and we come back to this to that transformation, say
End of the year.
end of the year.
Okay, challenge
And let's
accepted.
see. Yeah. I'm
all for
hyped.
it.
Let's do it. Yep.
I mean, I've been if I'm being very honest with myself, I have been like extremely consistent for let's see, was it like let's see, May, June, July, August. Yeah, I've been training consistently for 4 months now, and I've never missed a single day. I have no reason to stop now or ever. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, here. Let me add on to the challenge here. So, set up that before photo, starting this Monday, so which is the 9th. Oh no, wait, sorry, hold on, 10th, I think.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
yeah. It is 9th.
Sorry,
No,
10.
Yeah, 10th.
10th. Okay, right. So, take the photo on the 10th, and we come back. We come back. Hold on. Nope. Wait. Too much. Nope. Okay. And we come back. Or we do you do a photo every 10th of the month to see
Okay.
to see progress.
All right, I'm down.
You know the crazy thing is, January 1st, 2021 is a Friday
Ain't that something?
and Fitness Friday. So I don't know if you want to like show our
Should
bodies
we
that
should we save it?
first day of-
Should we save it all the way to? You're
Why
no
not?
no kidding.
Yeah, it's a Friday.
I'm not protesting, so go for it. You're the one issuing the challenge.
Why would you protest though? You said you accepted it.
Well, on
I was
that
no,
particular
I was
proposal,
just like adding on to the
Yeah.
pot. To
the
the pot of the
initial
challenge.
one I accepted, but this one I'm like,
What's the difference?
well, it's not on the 10th of the month.
Oh, January
Plus.
10th. You'd rather have it?
Not necessarily. All I'm saying is, go for it if you want. But again, I'm not the one issuing the challenge. I'm just pretty much
Okay. Let me stir the pot even more. Okay. I'll stir the pot. The winner of that challenge has to end up buying dinner.
winner.
The winner?
Winner?
I'm not gonna win.
Really?
No,
I gotta
no. But here's what makes it a win. Or here's ways you can win. Number
Okay.
number one. how much weight lost. That's one way to win. That's like the easiest way, like number one way to win.
Well, for me, gaining.
Or weight loss, or in your weight. The last that so way to win number one is weight loss. Way number two is is gained, or like muscle transformation wise, like
Right.
muscle.
But wait, let's
muscle
go back
gain.
to the goal here. Why is the winner buying dinner?
Yeah,
Well,
that's actually what I'm
the loser,
questioning right now.
the loser. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was gonna say.
I know.
Okay, I was gonna
I know.
say, I'm like, winner
I know.
buys dinner.
No.
I'm
Sorry.
just gonna intentionally lose.
Exactly.
So okay, no. So the loser, the loser of the challenge. So the loser with the least weight and the least transformation like notices.
Yeah.
Okay, loser
Okay.
loser of the least weight lost, and the least like transformation like notices, and ends up buying dinner.
And on the episode that we aired the episode, when we post our after pictures, we're all gonna judge as one.
Yeah.
Like for say, for Nick's picture, oh, let's judge. Oh, not bad. I rate it 9 out of 10. Let's go with Phil's picture. So on and so
Critique it.
forth. And then at the end, we'll see what we can agree on who had the most transformation,
And I don't know if
the
you,
biggest transformation.
I don't know if you guys want to entice the prize pool. Go ahead.
Dinner's fine. I mean, we'll probably change it
dinner's
along the
okay.
way, but we'll see what happens.
If you want to add more stakes to the prize.
And steak.
I'd love to have some steak. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
Yeah.
so if you want to add more to the prize.
I think that's good for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Dinner
so.
somewhere.
I mean, by dinner, if you mean feast, then yeah, let's do it. I honestly don't believe, I don't believe one huge feast is going to ruin 6 months of progress.
Oh yeah, no.
No way. It'll probably ruin a week, but 6 months? Hell no.
And I feel
So-
like this next 4 months we're gonna be working our ass off, so we're gonna deserve.
Yeah.
All of us are gonna deserve that dinner,
Yeah, I think so.
win or lose.
Because you know what I think will be the most challenging months during this next 4.
10, 11, 12.
Yes. Oh well, 11, 12.
11, 12. Okay, that's fair.
You'll see the math in your head because you think right Thanksgiving and then of course Christmas dinner
Yeah.
and
Holidays.
so, or
Yeah.
holidays in general.
Especially
Well,
Thanksgiving, dude. Holy crap!
yeah,
You
I
guys
mean-
might have to skip that.
well, I'll try to work around it. I mean,
No, hey,
an occasional.
there's honestly I don't think there's a set of rules as long as we get there naturally.
Yeah.
So I'm not
No
saying
cheating, guys.
so. I'm not,
Yeah, please,
so-
no steroids.
Yes, or no like taking some weight loss pill that can just like that will eat that
Yeah.
that
I
may
don't want
that
you
may
to
or may
put my
not
Coke-
eventually like kill you.
Yeah.
So do it right, do it naturally. Oh yeah, there should be really a set of rules on.
I don't want you to pull off a Heath Ledger
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
and overdose.
yeah, that's so. I don't know.
Yeah, do it as naturally and as safe as you can.
naturally as safe as you can.
And I think the coolest part will be our different methods on how we obtained our transformation. Like we'll go through what we did, what we ate,
Mm-hmm.
etc.
There you go.
I think for me a big transformation influence or motivation would be Christian Bale's
Oh, dude, from not
for
from,
Dark Knight,
oh
because he went straight from the masochist or something.
well from
Where he was, like,
from only
super
having like
skinny.
only having an apple and a cigarette a day, bro.
A day for a whole 6 months. He was like
Bro,
115,
that
which was
that
insane.
that shit looks so scary.
And then he bulked all the way up to 195 for Dark Knight. in a matter of like 6 months.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, like 115 pounds for a man who's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
Have you
Bruh.
seen him in that movie?
I don't.
What?
I don't
Wait,
think so.
hold on.
But
Google.
if I can visualize, I don't think that's healthy for a man his height.
Hold on, I'm about to ask Google.
He actually almost died from that.
Exactly my point.
Phil, if you can pull up some images here.
Hang on, I'm gonna try. Dude, that looks disgusting as fuck.
Okay, let's see it. Please destroy my hunger pang right now, because I kind of need it.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, I gotta. Hold on there.
This error.
Here's a transformation from in 6 months.
Wait, this is on.
Shit, is he a Holocaust survivor in this one? What the fuck?
The machinist or mechanist, the machinist.
Yeah, the Machinist.
Or the machinist.
Ugh,
Bro.
bro.
He was 115 in that picture.
For a man his height, that is not good at all.
Dude, he weighed less than me now, and that's healthy for me. Like I'm 5'6".
Yeah, I mean, for
5'10".
you, that's totally, fine.
Fine.
But
yeah.
for him, who's like 6 feet something tall, no way, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm surprised he didn't die.
Bruh, look at that.
Oh, hell no. Stop already.
Yep.
I'm about to
Yep.
vomit.
That's. But thinking he came from that to the Dark Knight, like that's a huge
Yeah, that's quite the jump.
motivational story.
I mean, if anything, he actually gained weight the right way.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Bro, that shit is...
I think the easiest way to gain weight is the egg whites every day and just protein.
Yeah. I mean, egg whites is protein, so yeah.
Protein in general, yeah. But it's a very pure protein.
Bruh, so that's some scary ass shit.
An apple a day, literally.
Literally, okay, apple and a cigarette a day.
I mean, the funny thing about cigarette is it does the exact opposite of weed. Weed makes you eat a crap ton, whereas cigarettes does the exact opposite. You
Well,
actually have a huge loss in appetite.
Well, I wouldn't know because I never smoked a cigarette in my life, so
Okay, no, I'm not saying I smoke. I've never ever smoked in my life, unless you count secondhand. But
Okay.
if you do the research, that's exactly what the information you'll get.
that's
All right, so hopefully in 4 months you guys don't look like that.
No way, absolutely no way. I mean, with the way I eat and with the way I train, there's no way I'm gonna look like a Holocaust survivor. No way.
Even if you tried.
Even if I tried, that is not happening.
Yeah, because body-wise, you guys are more stocky than me.
Yeah,
You got an
pretty
endomorph?
much. Well, actually, yeah, endomorph. Yeah, endomorph.
Yeah. And I'm like at the lower end
You're
spectrum.
like ectomorph, pretty much. Ectomorph, but with definition.
bruh. All right, well,
That's crazy.
there you go.
But yeah, challenge accepted.
Okay, let's do it.
So everyone,
Okay,
everyone does the picture on Monday, August 10th.
Okay, I'm all for that. All right, so let's finish off this podcast right here with something fun. Last week was top 3 favorite body weight. Was it body weight or just resistance training in general?
I think you said body weight.
Okay. Last week was top 3 favorite body weight exercises. Now for this one is top 5 favorite cardio exercises. Now
Okay.
keep in mind, cardio does not just include running. There's actually many forms of cardio out there, like basketball, swimming, battle ropes, jogging, which by the way is actually different from running, believe it or not. Even walking is considered cardio. But besides that, what are your favorite top 5 types of cardio?
Okay, I got you. All right. Number 5. I'm gonna go with cycling.
Okay.
Well, even the ones in the gym, but also prior experiences actually like actual like cycling from like point A to point B, like the farthest I ever like the farthest, and this is on a fixed geared or single speed bike, and the farthest I ever biked from was from Eva Beach all the way to Purr Ridge.
Okay.
And that's rough. That's a rough. That's a pretty rough 5 miles at most.
I think so. That's quite the distance for cycling.
Damn,
Yeah.
5 miles.
Okay.
That's
What about you,
25,000
Air?
Number 5 for me, I would go with probably jumping jacks. Pretty simple.
Jumping jacks?
Gets
Not
gets
bad.
you, gets you you know in the warm up zone.
Yeah. If anything,
Yeah.
that brings me back to my elementary days.
Yeah, and to kind of mix the pot a little bit, you put some weight on your shoulder or on your wrist. You know those wrist
Yeah,
weight.
it
Or your leg.
kind of does. Hmm.
Yeah, and after a while, it may seem like the easiest workout, but after a while, you start feeling heavy.
Mm.
Or even after a short while.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
jumping jack.
For me, my number 5 favorite type of cardio, I guess walking. I mean, walking is relaxing. I'm not gonna lie about that. But after a while, it does get kind of boring. I won't lie. Yeah.
I mean, walking. That's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you could say that we're doing cardio every single day, regardless
Just
how
getting up out
long.
of bed.
Yeah, just getting out, just getting up out of bed is a workout in itself. If you think about it,
Mm.
it may not be intense, but shit. Whenever I gotta get up, I'm like, oh, come on, can I
I think that's
sleep
the hardest part of
longer?
the day.
Yeah,
Getting out of bed.
yeah. You're doing one massive sit up every single day.
I mean,
That's enough
I
for
just
people.
I just roll out of bed.
Okay. Just do the Snorlax.
I just
Or to put it in a a lazy man's way, I have I do cardio just by running away from my problems.
Hey, Punisher's
Okay.
back, guys.
Anyway,
Alright, let's move
Yeah.
on here. Number 4.
Number 4. Oh wait, Nick, did you do number 5? Shit.
yeah, I did walking.
Oh, walking. Okay. All right. Number 4. Number 4. I'm actually gonna put running up there at number 4. Oddly enough.
Okay.
And I'm talking about I'm talking about the more outdoor running. I mean, preferably for me, and I don't want to, and I don't want to jab at people who do the like the cycles or what's up, Emery? What should we call it? The treadmills? Honestly, out of preference, actually like more outdoor running. Like for me, the second I just put my AirPods on and just go, like it's just a wonderful feeling. Even if you're trying to socially dodge distance people, like, oh, what's up, how's it? Oh, 6 feet, thank you, shoots. Oh, 6 feet, oh, thank you, shoots. So
I'm actually surprised you didn't do anything like 6 feet, 6 feet,
Oh.
6 feet, 6 feet. Thank
Oh,
you. 6
oh.
feet. Thank you.
oh, 6 feet, oh, this way, oh, thank you,
6 feet dabs.
6 feet dabs, oh, this way, oh, thank
Or
you.
6 feet 6 feet jabs and crosses for all you
Yeah.
boxers
Boxer.
doing some road work out there.
Right?
And yes, I know what road work is.
That's the Mike Tyson method.
Yeah.
Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Or what was that? What was that funny on Muhammad Ali does where he's like, he's like, and he's
Which one?
where Muhammad Ali he's like back up against the corner, and then the guy was, I forgot who he was fighting. That guy was just like missing punches left and right. He was just like straight taunting at him.
Was that SNL skit?
No, it was he actually did it in an actual fight. Oh man,
Oh
hold
shit!
on.
I forget who he fought though.
Is that Muhammad Ali or
Yeah, because Ali did the
Mayweather?
rope-a-dope.
That's what it was.
Okay.
That hold on.
The rope-a-dope?
Yeah.
Oh, so Muhammad
Ali.
Ali. Okay.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
Yep.
Just please don't include the sentence, now you double dribble balls that nobody can see.
What was
That's
that
just
from?
epic rap battles of history.
Oh yeah. Freaking
That is
Keegan.
that's so goddamn insulting to, Ali, especially since, he's no longer with us. But anyway, moving on. Oh wait,
I said running.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah. Number 4 for air.
Lunges for me.
Lunges. Wait, is that cardio? I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
it
that's
is.
cardio.
It is.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
It's
a
considered.
stretching exercise in general, but you can use it as cardio.
If
You
you're
know,
doing
don't
if
get
you
more
if you're doing
high
like if
intensity,
you're
you
doing like jumping lunges and shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm not saying you should, but I was kind of expecting an explanation, but it's alright. At least we can get through this faster.
yeah.
My number
Yeah.
4 favorite cardio exercise, jogging. Now, kind of the opposite from Phil. I don't really like to, run out in the road because honestly, I can't be bothered with people. So luckily for me, or fortunately, I should say, I have a treadmill which I do make great use of 5 times a week. I alternate between sprinting intervals and straight jogging for 10 to 30 minutes, 10 and 30 minutes on respective exercise. Yes. So, yeah, jogging at number 4.
Okay.
Especially if I'm on my, active recovery days.
Okay, number 3. I'm gonna go with some good old fashioned game of basketball. And preferably 3-man or 5-on-5 1-on-1. I can barely survive my own in 1-on-1.
Who do you play with, Phil?
Before I just play with Justin at most times with Justin and Ryan.
Oh,
So, and you and I played with a couple of older friends, but they've already moved on, literally moved on. So, but I played you a couple times.
when?
Couple one by your house, Kunia Park, and then there was that
That's when we went to Kunia neighborhood.
Kunia neighborhood.
When we played the what's it? Around the world? Yeah,
around the
I think
world.
that counts. That was a while ago, but
Or did we?
Yeah.
We never really actually had like a legit 1-on-1 like a 1-on-1 game, do we?
we almost did. But then the girls wanted to play tennis.
Oh, okay.
That's all good cardio. Tennis.
Okay.
Just moving your whole body.
Yeah.
Really, anything that moves your whole body is pretty good cardio.
Mm.
Just moving and grooving.
Move.
And believe it or not,
A little bit tooting and breathing.
compound workouts, there is a cardio aspect to it. It's just not on the same level as actual cardio exercises.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So number three, good old fashioned pickup game of basketball.
Okay. My number 3 favorite exercise, and honestly, I've only done this once, and I wish I can do it again. But fortunately, I did learn that if I call the local fire department and ask them that if they're willing to get rid of any old decommissioned fire hoses, I would love to have them. Which leads me into one of the coolest looking cardio exercises I've ever seen. Battle ropes. I honestly miss doing battle ropes. I can't remember how long it was, but during my teen years, I did try out battle ropes, and it's kind of like weightlifting since the ropes are so damn thick and fat. But at the same time, my heart's beating as I do the battle rope training, and honestly, I miss it. I want to bring it back in my life again. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So number 3, battle ropes.
Okay. My number 3. I don't do it as much, but I would love to start doing this. Tire flips.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Pretty much just go through like a long, huh?
No. Tire flips. There is a cardio aspect to it, but it's kind of more of a, I guess some sort of weight training exercise. But I agree with you. I like tire flips too.
Yeah, it's a sort of cardio because you're actually sweating and using your whole body.
Yeah,
You're squatting,
you're
which is kind of like burpees,
Mhm.
and then you're pushing up with your arms or your shoulders. So it fixes your affects your whole body.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
But I would love to try it more, especially now that you gave me the tire. So I might actually try it this weekend.
Okay. Well, if you mean tire flip by like you flip it upward and then you push it down.
Yes.
I don't think it will benefit you the best by doing that kind of tire flip. But the kind of tire flip I would do with that, if you really want to feel like you're working, I would try flipping it over your head. Like, just grab the tire from, the open end nearest to your hands and just flip it over your head as far as you can. Distance doesn't matter. As long as you flip it over your head, you're
Well, that's the
doing
thing. I don't want to fly it through my neighbor's yard. I'm just trying to do it as safely as I can.
No,
I don't
I
put a top
doubt it's
on.
gonna go that. I doubt it's gonna go that far. But
Yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay.
okay.
Number 2. Okay, here we go. Number 2. A classic. Well, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, but I, as much as it hurts me, but I'm gonna put it up there. Burpees. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. Number 2. Burpees.
Okay.
Hey,
Hold on.
I said take it with a pinch grain of salt. So
Okay.
You say masturbation?
yes,
No, it's burpees.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
both
yeah.
left hand
This
and
kind of burpees.
and right hand. Yes,
Damn.
I know, right?
Okay. At least you work
Broad
with your
strokes.
arms.
Right?
And your tree.
Oh yeah, we gotta take care of the tree and nurture it and care for it and stroke it really well. That way it gets all the nice and tender care it needs. Okay, I just made this shit really weird. Anyways, but yeah.
That's all you.
Oh yeah. No, I was hoping anyone would jump onto the weirdness, but never mind. Anyways,
He was trying to stay strictly professional with the next podcast.
I know, right?
I mean, if you roll
Anything
that
with big
way, I
jokes.
have no issue with it. But do what makes you happy.
Yeah. So number 2, burpees. No, I mean, really not that much explanation, but it's just one of those things that I feel challenged and pushed to like kind of like get myself to get up there, jump, and then back down into push up, and then get back up, jump, and push. So to me, it sets a challenge in my body.
Okay.
So,
For me,
Okay.
my number 2 would. Oh, sorry. Wait. Were you supposed to go out before me or after me?
I think I'm supposed to go after Phil, and then you finish it off.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say burpees too, but I'll do the other variation of that. Well, kind of the same concept, I guess. The bear crawl push-ups.
Oh,
Oh.
bear crawls. Nice.
You guys know how that goes, right? I
Yeah.
don't have to demonstrate it.
No.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys know.
No. I got the
can
idea.
picture it. Although I do remember I actually did bear crawls in wrestling. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm intimately familiar with the concept.
But yeah, you add the push-up at the end, pretty much.
Ugh, okay.
Bear crawl, push up, and I get back up. Okay, yeah, I got it.
So same concept as the burpees.
Okay. My number 2, high intensity interval training in specifically sprinting intervals, which is what I do 3 times a week right after my 100 push-ups, 100 body rows, and 100 squats. Honestly, I really like the time efficiency with high intensity interval training. You don't have to go for a ridiculously long, past 30-minute kind of deal. If you can do like 10 to 20 minutes, that's pretty much golden. At the same time, with the time efficiency, it is pretty taxing on your heart. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I've been doing high intensity interval training for the past 4 months on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I still feel that each time I get through a minute of sprinting just sprinting for 1 minute, balls to the wall, level 10 maximum on my treadmill, I really feel like I need to catch my breath within 2 minutes, and I appreciate breathing a lot more because of that. Anyway, the cool thing about high intensity interval training for sprinting intervals, to be exact, it actually works the same type of muscle fibers as if you were to do weightlifting or calisthenics, which is the type 2 muscle fibers, aka fast twitch muscle fibers, which is the reason why I have it with my calisthenic days, since they share similar adaptations in muscle fibers. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
we on to number 1?
Yeah, we are going to number 1. All right, number 1. It should be no surprise, and it should be pretty obvious. Number 1, and BJJ solo conditioning and training, solo drills and conditioning.
Open mat.
Open mats, or this is a lot of like the drilling exercises that is later applied once you go into the rolling aspect of things. So kind of like how I mentioned earlier, kind of how I mentioned like some of the drills, like shots or shots or shot walks, or forward trim, backward trim, forward rolls, back rolls, all among all those things are things that I just I hated it at first, but you kind of had that, you begin to love it more and more every day, and you kind of get used to it, and it just becomes fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oddly enough, whenever I'm at home and I'm downstairs on the carpet, and I sit up, like, okay, I can get it regularly, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I've even done this at drunk. Eric can testify to this. I've ended up back rolling just to get back on my feet. Several times. There's been several times where I'd be sitting in a position and I backwards roll onto my feet just to get up.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty cool.
So, yeah. But in general, BJJ solo drills and conditioning at number 1. Period.
Okay.
Damn, it's hard to top that. It's pretty much MMA.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So
Okay. I'll do my number one. I guess just I guess what Nick said earlier. Sprint training. Or sprinting.
Sprinting intervals.
Short interval sprinting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or what do you use those little shit? I forgot what it's called. When you do like high knee sprints, but you have to
High
go around,
knees?
like, a circle.
high knees.
I mean, high knees is the appropriate name for that.
Yeah, I guess a mixture of both, really.
Okay.
Like sprinting by like high knees.
Yeah.
I know, it looks kind of funny, but it works out.
There you
I
go.
mean, you know, if it looks stupid but it works, then it ain't stupid. That's all I have to say about that.
True, because if you're not doing it, you look stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, if I'm getting the results that I want, I have the last laugh.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, my number one is something that I've always loved ever since I was a teenager. Especially since my teen years were probably my most fittest days. I would always do this after, you know, or at least maybe before my boxing. I would do this for maybe like 30 minutes before the boxing gym in Waikagu opens, or at least at the time when I was training there. Swimming. I absolutely love swimming.
Whoa.
You still
Kinda
know?
huh?
You still know how?
I still know how to swim. In fact, I really miss swimming. To me, kind of like slamming a sledgehammer onto a tire for however many numbers you gotta meet. There's just something very relaxing and very therapeutic about swimming. I mean, yes, it can kind of like, you know, test your heart a bit, but I don't think you should necessarily like swim for 20 minutes straight. Like, you know, you can take a break, enjoy the water as much as you can. But for a total body workout, as well as, you know, keeping your heart rate at a, you know, reasonable pumping level, I absolutely love swimming because of its therapeutic effects that it has on the mind and body.
Nice. So let's say you're thrown into like the deep end of a pool, or like the dark deep end of a lake. You would be able to swim back to shore pretty easy.
Well, I will freak out at first, but you know, my instincts, my survival instincts will kick in, and you know, I will swim to the best of my ability.
Right. Because they say
Yeah.
don't panic, especially when you're drowning, because it'll just make it worse.
Yeah, pretty much. But the coolest thing, in my opinion, about swimming, if you can swim, you can save your own ass.
Yep. Don't need no lifeguard.
Yeah. Especially
You are
if
the lifeguard.
especially if the lifeguards aren't there. Like when they say swim at your own risk. If you know how to swim, at least freestyle, whatever.
You'll survive.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just don't be stupid and swim to the point where you're gonna start seeing sharks. I wouldn't recommend that.
No. Okay.
All right,
That's,
take us home.
top
Take us home,
five.
Nick.
All right. So yeah, this is your Fit Friday, folks. Train hard, train smart. See you guys later.
See you next week.
All right.
Yep, next week.
So
Peace.
Peace.